We are live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Slippy and the Thrifty show. I am Thrifty with my co-host, Slippy. He's somewhere over there.
I'm here.
And we have Mikey down here, looking in styling and profile. What you got on your shirt today, buddy?
Guns N' Roses.
Guns N' Roses, yeah. Pretty obvious. Excellent. He's got the neck knife on. He's ready to roll.
Oh, I forgot I had that on.
Completely illegal. 999, please.
Screenshot.
And we have Mr. Slips. What's going on with you, buddy?
Not a lot. I'm just overheating very, very casually in the corner.
It's warm there today, isn't it? It's unseasonably warm, or is it seasonably warm?
It's seasonably warm, but okay. I mean, the last week, it's just not been warm at all. So it's just kind of been abused out of nowhere with the warmth.
Right. And just snuck up on you. Yeah. So it's I think it's about 80 degrees. You said it's 27 Celsius.
Yeah.
I did the math. It was like 80 degrees, a little lower. So let's do a quick roll call while everybody's kind of fresh into the chat. I'll take care of this one for you guys. We got Will Wilson, Stacy, Bolster Blade, Marco. How you doing, guys? Pepper Dingo. Always good to see you, Peppered. And always the first in is Marco, almost always, every week. We also have Randy, our moderator. Thank you for coming in today and moderating, Randy. We have Frank Olivo, great fan of the channel. Fantastic guy. Tony's Ponies. Let's see who else. Gary Lyman. How you doing, Gary? Sean, Naked Sean. Hello, everyone. And see who else we got.
I think I've seen Dolly in here. I've not seen her here before, so welcome if you're new.
Yeah, welcome.
We Judge, El Phoenix, Splitting Slices.
Eric Starr. Eric Starr, how you doing? Go ahead.
MB's here somewhere. I'm sure I've seen MB around.
Oh, MB in, yeah.
Leafy Wiggy.
Jacob Vermette. That's a new one for me. I haven't seen that one before. He's ready for us to go. Let's see. Jason Beecher. We got Dolly. Hello, Dolly. It's a nice new name to see. We always love all our female visitors. We got James Alton. Baldy's Blades. Hello, Mikey.
Hello.
Pocket EDC's just turned up.
Yep, Pocket EDC. So, yeah, awesome. We're going to be talking about discontinued Swiss Army knives today. Always a lot of fun. There's hundreds and hundreds of models out there. And Baldy was just Mikey. Well, I feel like I'm insulting you when I call you that, so I'm just going to call you Mikey.
Trust me, Slippy calls me worse.
We got Wee Judd in the channel, too. He just popped in, El Cap Addict. And anyway, we were saying there's so many models that you just can't even fathom how many different Swiss Army knives there are. And as hard as Slippy's tried, he's still not even close to having them all. No. But yeah, it is a fascination. And if there's so many, there's a lot more discontinued models than there are ones they're still making. So it's a lot of fun to kind of look back at what they've done in the past. And not just Victorinox models, but Wenger models. So I think I'm going to be showing more of the Wenger stuff today just because I know that Slippy's got a lot more discontinued Swiss Army knives from Victorinox than I do. And Mikey's got a few really nice ones too. So we're going to take a look at all of those. But before we get into the topic of conversation, we've got a little bit of knife news to go over and a really big announcement for the channel. So let's pop that in there and take a peek. So knife news. Okay, so following the announcement from RJ to say that he is going to be going on a hiatus with their live stream, we've always tried to stay out of their way, go in early, and kind of provide them support into their stream with the viewers. But now that he's decided to not commit to a live stream every week, we are going to be moving to a new time. So we're going to start at noon. We just feel like that's a better time for everyone. and it's the best thing for the channel and for our viewers. So we'll be going on a little later than the 10:30 slot. We'll be going in at an hour and a half later at noon to start. I think that's going to help also with the UK viewers as well, based on everything that you guys are saying, that 6 p.m. is a little better time than 4:30.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, so I have to defer to them for that, and they think that is an improvement. So we're going to be doing that. I had a little clip I wanted to show you guys just so that you kind of know what the deal is with RJ. So everybody's on the up and up, and we kind of understand what's going on. So we're going to take a quick peek at this video where he explains.
If you saw my video this on Friday, you know, I said that this show is kind of going to go on a little hiatus. We've been doing this now for just about 2 years or so, and it's something that I still enjoy, the live show, but doing it every single week is starting to get to be kind of a grind, and I want to have some time for other things as well, because time off is getting to be a hard to get commodity, especially because things have changed at work, and plus I need to realign some of my priorities, and this kind of was one of those things that as a place marker every week to do, it kind of got to be in the way. So we're going to change up things. The show's not going to be every week. Sometimes Tom and I are talking about doing a pre-recorded deal. We may do that. Maybe I'll have a video on Sunday. Maybe I'll not have anything here on Sunday. It just kind of depends. We're just going to go with the flow with it. But I just wanted everybody to know how much I appreciate all of your support and all of the time that you guys have invested in the show and put in with me. Because time is the one thing that we do have that we can't get back. So, the fact that you chose to spend time with us, we're all really honored with that. So thank you guys for doing that, because you could do anything in the world, but you decided to spend it here with us. And so
okay, so there you go. That's kind of the gist of it. So just a big shout out to RJ. I hope everything's cool with him. I don't know if there's more involved than what he talked about there, but in any case, we're just gonna try to fill the spot and hopefully do him proud. And I think it'll just be the best move for everybody. So yeah, that's
and that'll be starting from next Sunday.
Yeah, next Sunday. So next Sunday, you can expect to see us at a noon start time. Of course, there will be the odd time change when that happens, like in April and October, where things get a little screwy. And we always try to let you know when the time change happens, because it starts making things weird for the UK, and it ends up being like 7 hours difference instead of or 5 hours difference.
The way around is 5 is weird. But...
yeah, it's weird. So yeah, we'll keep you up to date on that, but just know that Central Time will start at noon. Okay, on with the news. Got a few things this week. Yeah. So I did end up getting in contact with Red Hill Cutlery. They actually called me back before I even had a chance to call them, and let me know that if you spend $100 or more, you can save 15% with this code Howdy15. They've got quite a few cool things coming out, so I think I'm gonna combine a couple of things on the order to get over that $100 mark, and I'll definitely be using the Howdy15 for that.
Did they sell case Sodbusters by any chance?
They certainly do, sir. They certainly do. So they have a wide array of different things. I know there's a couple of people that mentioned that they're not like a massive fan of the way that the website is laid out, but if you go to the shop button and then bring up the brand that you're looking for, that typically is a little better way to kind of browse around that. I found that if you just try to search for a word, it doesn't necessarily pop up. So kind of experiment with different ways of browsing. Makes it a little easier to find what you're looking for. Yeah, he really made the format. Yeah, that's a good commenter. All right, and also huge news from Buck. We have now got custom shop Magna Cut, and they started out with the 110, the 113, and the 119 available. I'm sure they'll bring the 112 in there eventually and other models, but that's going to be coming soon to the custom knife shop. So I'm really excited about that. Be able to kind of create, my annual Christmas knife that I typically do, and be able to put on some fancy Magna Cut on the blade. So that'll be fun.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Mm-hmm. And one other little thing I found on Walmart this week. I've got the Buck Deuce 375 with the black Packwood. I believe that's the only place you can buy the black Packwood handle is at Walmart. It might be an exclusive to them. Right now it's on sale for $11. So normally about $23, something like that.
$11 for a buck.
Yeah. So almost half off or more. So make sure you go into the website though. If you go in store, they're going to be more expensive. So have to buy it off the website for that $11 price. All right, Slippy, on to you, brother.
So the UK sort of knife news. You may have seen already on Heine, the French Broadjack in the black sandalwood is now available. This is my favorite one, I think, of the three that were released. The red bone was wonderful. I really liked the rosewood, but I mean, black. So this was my favorite one of the three. Not bad price actually. It's just under £56 on Heine. That's the sort of the first bit we've got going on. The Rosecraft Blades Otter Creek Barlow is on its way to Heine Haynes. It will be here later in the week, but it's available tomorrow at most US Rosecraft resellers. So in the US, you can pick it up tomorrow. In the UK, it's going to be a little bit later on in the week when it arrives. But that's a big one for me. I'm really looking forward to that one. I think
that's a nice looking Rosecraft right there.
I think this is going to be one that might.
Can I tell my dad joke?
Yes.
Yeah.
I told Andy that I couldn't wait to get my paw.
He couldn't wait to get his hands on some decent internet.
Is it really doing that again?
It did it as soon as you said the joke.
Well, there you go. It knew. It knew.
It knew how bad the joke was that it.
I think the hamster was dying.
The hamster fell off because he's like, "That's a horrible joke."
The hamster died of cringe, so the inside went down.
All right, moving on, sir, quickly.
Okay, so we have a Twisted Assisted weekend giveaway. This one's quite cool. This is the biggest sort of giveaway he's done. So with every order you place this weekend, you'll receive a free Twisted Assisted Survival keyring. Now, these are ones he makes up himself. So obviously, the more you spend, the bigger the keyring you'll get. So you can see on the top left, this is quite a small one. The internet, his email, if you subscribe, gives you the breakdown of everything. But if you go onto his Instagram page, it'll give you the breakdown of what you'll get for how much you spend. But it ends at midnight on the 29th, so that's tomorrow. All you have to do is place an order. You haven't got to put any codes in or anything. Place an order and however much you get. I think it's up to £10 is the first one. And I think it's 20, 30 and so on. But you can get yourself some cool survival gear. You've got like whistles. There's little tweezers on there. There's ferro rods on some of them. There's lots of different stuff there. Flashlights, yeah, compasses. Just little tiny, nice little bits to like chuck in your bug out bag, things like that would be really useful. Okay.
Nice.
And then finally, from me, we have Bear & Son 4-inch Barlow in the jigged red bone and carbon steels arrived at Cyclair Knives and Tools. I may have to pick this one up as well because I really wanted the jigged red bone when I picked up the walnut one, but they didn't have it. And now they do, so...
It's very tempting.
Can I throw one other little knife news thing on here? At Red Hill Cutlery, they actually have the smaller red jig boned carbon steel Barlow. You know, the older one, the older styled one. That's smaller for $29.99 or $29.95.
I'm sorry.
What?
Can you read that?
Yeah, sir, we don't offer refunds if the hamster died from Cringe Pet Store. I have like about 9 extras, you know. After the pile that occurred last week, I had to buy a bunch more. So we'll just throw another one on the pile. It's all right. Appreciate
Perhaps
your
you need a
concern.
faster rodent.
Yeah. Let's up some
Gerbils.
hamsters. Go, gerbils or something. See what they're like.
Because they're mental, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah. The good thing
Gerbils
about
are
them is they repopulate pretty quickly, right? So what?
You just imagine you with like 100 gerbils.
Just in cages all over the room.
Yeah. You're just like, oh, hello, welcome to Thrifty Kniffy. You know, you can hear like squeaking in the background and cages rustling.
Yeah. Everybody wants to know what's in these little things. Just
it's just gerbil
hamsters.
corpse.
Just little hamsters. All right, moving on. But yeah, Red Hill Cutlery, get yourself one of these, the smaller ones for $30. They're on sale there if you want.
Randy says you need dual hamster wheels. So
Right.
you can
Turbo,
dual wheel
supercharger.
hamsters.
Supercharger.
Quad core hamsters.
Yeah.
Do you have anything else?
That's everything from me.
Okay, so knife news is done. All right, good. All right, so discontinued Swiss Army knives. Who wants to go first?
I'll go
Definitely
first.
not me. This is much more of a learning process for me.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Okay. So
Well-
I'm going to start small, I think, and then I'll just work my way up. I think that's the easiest way.
Yeah.
to try and
See,
do
isn't
everything.
it funny? When he comes on our show, he's no longer the expert. When he goes on Patty and Judd, he
Yeah, but
schools
got-
them for like
Yeah,
The
45 minutes.
expert.
Yeah.
expert?
He finally got to speak this week on the
Yeah,
live.
he did a cracking job.
He did a heck of a job.
Excellent.
An egg cracking job.
An
Excellent.
excellent job. Oh shit! There goes the hamster.
Next gerbil, please.
Contestant number 2, you're up. Okay, so the first one I had was actually a gift from John. It's the 58mm companion. It's in a smooth red ALOX. It's basically a classic SD, or classic, I should say. It's not the SD, but in a smooth red ALOX with no keyring or anything. It's a nice little sort of 5th pocket carry, really, really slender. But you get the scissors on there. We have the little pen blade on there too. And you get the, I think it's a 4-line tang stamp on there. You do. And you're no way going to be able to see that in a million years on this camera. And you also get the nail cleaner and the nail file. And I believe these were, didn't you get when they new old stock on the site you picked them up from, John?
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
So this is
Just-
no longer new old stock. Because this is actually my sort of, I say desk knife. This is what I open all like my mail with. But I think it's a great little knife. It gets used, probably one of the most knives I use the most, especially indoors anyway. Really nice, slick ALOX on there. And honestly, it's be perfect for if you like to carry maybe just a thin knife like a Bantam or something, like an ALOX Bantam, and you want something a bit smaller to put in a pouch. Even if you put in the coin part of the pouch, I think that would be perfect for it. Just because there's no weight to it at all. No key ring hanging off the side, so it's comfortable when you're holding it. Great little knife. I love this little thing.
So have you opened your fan mail with that?
What fan mail?
Well, you got fan mail from bees.
I don't
Surely.
get fan mail from anyone.
Oh, I thought a wedding proposal, maybe.
No, that was on Discord, and I shut that down. But yeah, I love this little one, and because it's an older one as well, you do get a little bit of a nicer snap on there too on the older 58mm as well, which is nice. Some of the newer ones can be, not going to say they're weak, but they're a little bit, lacking on the snap. The newer ones,
Right.
But yeah, that one's
All right. What
really
you got,
cool.
Mike's?
What have I got?
Yeah, show me something.
Oh, I've got an economy that was brand new in the box. With the old style shield, I believe.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
it's a
hot stamp shield.
3-layer.
Yeah. It's hot stamped, not inlaid. So let's show that up real close to the camera so we can see better.
Has it got a saw?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can really feel it.
Yeah.
You
Has
still
it
got the
got
box.
a saw?
You got the
Let me
box.
tell you what it's got. It's got the standard two, the bottle opener and the can opener. It's got a nice large main blade. It's got the small pen blade. It's got a pair of scissors.
Ooh.
And the scissors have the flathead screw.
So you've
They
got
are
that
quite
looks like
big.
the economy climber, it looks like.
I think it is the climber, and it has a corkscrew on the back with I think it's an awl.
Yeah, a little tiny punch.
Yeah. And it's brand new old stock in the box. Absolutely mint.
Does the back of the tang have economy stamped in it?
On the main blade?
Yes. Let's have a look at that.
It says Officer Suisse on one side
Okay.
and
Okay.
Victoria, Switzerland, Stainless, Rossbury on the other side.
Nice.
Okay.
So that'll be a slightly newer version of the economy. But there
Does
was
it
a
have
while when-
a groove on the corkscrew?
No,
Does the corkscrew have a groove on it?
no, it doesn't. No,
So it's not quite.
but it
that
has
way.
no scale tools.
Right.
just nice and smooth. I really
Yeah.
like the economy scales. I think they're really great.
Yeah, that's what makes the economy. Cool stuff. I like that.
It's very nice. I'm really pleased with that. I picked up 3 of them for a really good price.
Yeah. Do you have the box there handy? I was just thought maybe you could show that. Kind of dated a little bit,
The
maybe.
box is even the other style.
Yeah.
This is the box.
There you go.
A little bit tatty, but still there.
Yeah.
And it says economy on the box, but it doesn't specify a model. It just gives a number of 3370.
There you go. That's the model number. Cool. All right. Well, I'm going to be the Vanger guy today because you got more of the.
I love the Vengers. I think they're awesome.
Yeah. So let's start off with one of my favorite named knives. We got the Vanger Viking.
Wenger always did a great job of naming their knives.
Yeah. It's like the Swiss ones were always sort of occupational, or sorry, the Victorinox ones were always sort of occupational. Not that they didn't have a lot of those also, but these had a few or more creative names, I guess you'd say. So this one's got the corkscrew and no file on that one. It's got the little clip point blade.
I love the little clip point blades on it. I think they're so cool.
Those clip point blades are awesome.
And
Didn't they use those on those Wenger buck knives as well?
Yeah.
And pretty good shape. The shield on there is really nice still. And there's your opening layer.
Is that the inlaid shield as well? I think I can see there.
I believe so, yeah. Kind
Those
of a foil.
Wenger can openers are really, really brutal, aren't they?
They're
sharp.
mean.
Yeah. Sorry, the contrast is not great today. Let's see if I can get it over my hat. There you go. And then there's that. But this one comes with the little dangler.
Dangles.
And another hamster's died.
Don't you like it? Has it? On my back? Oh my God.
Yeah, you're back. You're back.
Guess who's back?
Corkscrew. And this one has a little bit of a cutout, which is nice.
Yeah, the Wengers had a cutout for the all blade on the front. It made it a little bit easier to
Right.
get to.
See how that's cut out there? And then you can get to the all blade.
Handmade says, "Can you show us your hamster room?"
My hamsters, they're all
Dead.
being tended to right now. There you have it. So that's the kind of, what would you say the equivalent to that is in the Victorinox? That would be like a Spartan, correct?
Yeah.
Spartan, but not. So little dangler, pretty cool.
Has that got the tools in the scales?
No, does not. So it'd be kind of like the economies, right? Just no tilt. Yeah,
It's kinda hard
you got to
to
know,
understand.
like the fingers, they'll have them on the ends, right? But
They're on the inside, yeah.
yeah. But see, these are just blank. So there you go. Good question, Mikey. Glad you mentioned that.
Okay, so I have a
Jesus, thanks, guys.
They
Mimo
all-
says this house must smell terrible with all them hamsters.
Rotting away, dead. Big pile of
Mike
dead
says
hamsters.
TK get a pet snake. Well, there go all the hamsters. Angry Tom
says
has a cadet with carbon fiber scales.
So I got next one. I got a 74 millimeter here, and this is the executive, I believe.
No shoveling will take place.
No shoveling. Go shovel all them hamsters. Undertaker hamsters.
I could say something, but I won't. I'm being nice. Mikey has got some weird animal.
Do you want to see my knife?
Yeah, please show us a knife. Really, really soon.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Just trying to catch up on some comment there.
This is the executive. I think this is probably my favorite 74 millimeter pattern they did. And it's a big shame because I'm pretty sure they've discontinued every single 74 millimeter. I picked this one up as new old stock on Etsy quite a while ago. I got the box and everything with it, which is quite nice. It has Swiss control on the front, and I believe that was some sort of Swiss business. I did look it up when I got it, but you know, I've slept since then, so I can't remember what it is. But we have sort of a weird range of tools on it. So you get this sort of orange peeler with a little flathead screwdriver on the end.
That's a strange looking tool, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? It's really weird.
I bet it come in handy for stuff though. I can think of a few jobs for it. Pulling the inside of hamsters out. Have to turn your hamster inside out.
In the knife's got a blade on it. Mikey wants to talk about hamsters. Four layer tang stamp, so it's an older one. And it was new old stock. It was sold as. I've not seen any marks on the blade or anything. It looks pretty much immaculate to me.
It looks nice and shiny, yeah.
Yeah, nice factory edge on there as you'd expect. It's like even all the way around. And then on the back of that, you get a nice little pen blade.
Mm-hmm.
Nice thin stock on that too. And then on the other side, you get slightly larger pair of scissors than the 58 mil. With the old one, we got the screw holding them together rather than the pivot or the pin that is on there now. Nice pair of scissors. And then we have sort of the manicure tool, I guess, that you would call it. There's a nice long file on there. And then this sort of nail cleaner at the end here. And then you get the standard scale tools as well. You got the tweezers on the front and then the toothpick at the back. But that's a really cool one. I love the 74 millimeters. I've picked up quite a few recently. And I really wish they would bring some of them back. If not, just maybe not even all of them, just maybe bring back the executive. There was one I did a review on the other day, which was the Ambassador. And that is a 74 millimeter version of the classic SD pretty much, or the classic. And that's a really cool one. It's just a bit more of a harder use knife if you want something a little bit stronger on your keys than the smaller one.
Have they stopped all of the 74 millimeters now?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
That's a shame.
Yeah,
I don't even own one, but that's a shame.
I think they would be too small for you.
No, I've got 58 millimeters that I think are great.
Yeah. MB saying money clip. That money clip's another really good one. Money clip is, I believe it's exactly the same tool set as the Ambassador, just with the money clip on the back. silver
I
AOX.
smuggled one of those over from Randy. The old money clip.
Weirdly, Judd said the 74mm is the optimal size.
I think he
not
means
weird.
58mm for Judd,
I
doesn't
think
he?
he's just got this mixed up.
Right there, 74, optimal size. He said it again.
The Ambassador's a great one, Judd. It's one of my favorite 74s.
Jesse wants to provide spoilers for the movie that he went to, Deadpool and Wolverine last night.
I'm going to guess that Hugh Jackman was in it.
Mhm.
With massive sideburns.
Yeah, he probably had claws coming out of his hands.
Mhm.
He was wearing a yellow suit.
Yeah, Deadpool was
Yep.
probably wearing red.
Yeah.
And
Probably-
crack jokes
And
like
there was-
TK.
There was really
Yep.
bad jokes. They
Dad jokes. Yep.
said the jokes into the camera,
Right.
and then there was a
The
lot of
hamsters
action.
died.
So there's
People
your
got
spoilers
stabbed.
to the show.
A lot of people got stabbed, I'm sure.
Yeah, multiple stabbings, multiple shootings.
Mhm.
Deadpool
Okay,
probably
that's enough.
broke a limb and sort of did this with it, and then that's probably the end of it.
Spot on.
He's spot on slips.
All right, so who's next? Is it your turn again,
I've
Mikey?
got one.
Yeah. Yeah.
Another one of the economy ones that I picked up. It's an 84mm,
Ooh,
2-layer.
Mhm.
So as the standard tools and the 2 blades, and no tools on the back. Nothing on the back at all.
economy recruit.
Recruit.
That's the recruit. Yeah. Absolutely brand new in the box.
And does it have the
Sure.
same tank configuration as the other?
Yes, it does. Exactly the same.
4-line and then Officer Swiss on the back. Okay,
4-line Officer Swiss. Yeah.
very cool. You got a really good little group there. You had like 3 of them, right? That you got
I
all
got
at once.
3 of them for £50. Yeah.
Yeah,
Really pleased with that.
It's
really
a bargain, especially for the older stuff. Some of the models can go for stupid money.
And they were all boxed as well, which is nice.
Nice.
I remember you sending a picture, and I was just like, just buy it, buy it, buy it, buy it.
Yeah, that's your normal thing, though, isn't it? For any picture that I sent to you,
Yeah,
buy it.
just whatever it is, buy it. Well,
Buy it.
on occasion,
Sackman, that's what we need.
Yeah,
A superhero called Sackman. He can rescue people with his amazing array of sacks, both new and discontinued.
All right, so we got a question from Eric. You want to take this one, Slippy?
oh man, is money an option? Because if it's not,
What's the rarest of the rare and the most expensive?
the Yeoman is up there.
The yeoman's up there, yeah. Why aren't you going to say it like they did? The
Yeoman.
yeoman. The yeoman? Is that really how you're going to say that?
Or the Yeoman, or
It's
whatever.
the yeoman. The yeomanry, yeah.
I have one, but it's a custom because I refuse to pay the price that they are.
What
Do
kind
you
of
have
price
one
are we
there or not?
talking?
I do have it here. This is a Dan custom. It's black G10 liners with white scales. And it's just
That's
a
nice.
standard.
Well, let's just see the
Standard
blade
sort
set so we know what the actual one looks
So you
like.
got the back layer now
Forward
with
flame,
blade,
yeah.
the
Forward facing
combo
finish.
blade,
Right. Nice
You have-
combi blade.
main blade, and of course Dan put his little logo on it. You get the scissors on the middle layer.
Right. And
And
here's the
then-
part that's fun right here.
Yeah, the opening layer is replaced by inline Phillips,
That's a
Mhm.
great Phillips.
and that's on a half stop. And then you also get the mag on the other side as well.
Awesome.
Really
So
cool.
what you're really looking at is an Explorer without the can opener or cap lifter. That's basically what
Right.
the Yeoman is.
Right.
And then on the back you get the parcel hook and corkscrew.
And that's a 91, is it?
91, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's one of my favorite ones. It's for a lot of reasons, really. I like having the magnifying glass and the inline Phillips on there. I find them both really useful, especially if I'm trying to read the tangs of knives, because some of them are so difficult to read. Especially I've got really into like the older American camp knives. I've picked up a load recently, and some of the tangs are so like worn down, or just hard to read because they got corrosion on them. I think the magnifying glass is excellent for that.
You want to take this one from Will? I know nothing about this.
They are going to be spenny.
Will's got some. I think Will's got 2 or 3 of those.
I saw his comment earlier on. Will, you will have to bring those with you to Sharp Show so we can have a look.
So we can rob them. I mean, yeah, so we can have a look at them.
Judd has also said what I was about to say a bit later on.
Says not as nice as my Ninja Yeoman Slippy
Yes,
carbon fiber liners.
I saw that.
Okay.
I saw that.
Doing some braggadocio here.
Okay, but Judd's next comment, any 84mm with scissors, they are big money.
Yeah.
The one I'm really looking to get is the Artisan. The Artisan is basically a small climber.
That's artisan for us English speaking. And that's the bird for us non-Brits. Okay, so
I've been on to Dan.
Would you read this comment, please?
That's his Top Gun moment. That
the future, the Wenger Evo grips and Rangers. Yeah, so I have an Evo. I didn't bring it out with me because it actually lives in the car. I've got Evo Grip 14, basically the climber version of Wenger.
What one's the 14? Is that the 14? Is it a 2-layer or a 3-layer?
Three layer. It's like opening layer, scissors, main blade, small blade, but it's normally a file on an Evo Grip, and on the back you'll have the corkscrew and awl.
I only grabbed the 2-layer and the 4-layer.
So yeah, so the 2 layers, the 11, I think I want to say.
I agree.
Yeah,
I've
I've never used it to open wine ever, mainly because I don't drink. What's your question, Jesse?
Nuts. Yeah, and Mrs. C reminds us, hit that like button. We got 52 in here and only 34 likes, so that ratio is not where it should be. Smash it.
But there's just so many.
What's your question, buddy? I missed it.
Yeah.
It's hard
Jesse,
to keep
chuck it
up
up again. It's good.
Yeah.
What about the hairy?
What about the hairy? Is that a good sack to get?
Don't play into his joke.
It is. It's a good one to have.
Isn't that called the Grizzly?
It's not a good one to play with. How about that?
It can get stuck in your teeth at times.
And he got his giggles in. But we answered your question. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. Don't encourage it. Too late. Too late. Oh, what is this? Chimichango Cheeto looking tasty. Is he in here? There he is. Never used the corkscrew. Yeah. How you doing, buddy?
I get that if you really wanted to use it, it'd be good, but it's not good at opening bottles of wine.
Do you get the reference to Cheeto this week?
Yes, I know what that is. Yes.
What is it?
It's food, isn't it?
But why?
Oh, pass.
Because Deadpool. He likes chimichangas. There you go.
Chimichangas.
There you go.
Yeah, Griff, I use it for knots. The corkscrew is perfect for knots because it's got that really small point on it. But I never really use anything like that.
It's also good for that small flat-bladed screwdriver or Phillips, which you can fit in the corkscrew.
No, it's
Tom,
okay.
Don't ever apologize for talking about knives. I love the 110mm. I've got a couple. I've got the Sentinel. I think it's a Forester.
Are they 111mm?
Yeah, I know. MB's got the Hercules. That's a cool one. The Cheese Master. That's a really weird one with a big old cheese knife on it.
Big old ones.
Yeah.
You know, one I need to get that's still in production. That I think it's probably not ever. Well, I could be wrong. I don't know if they can. It just seems like to me a knife that would get discontinued. I could see it getting discontinued, and that's the nail clipper. The clipper.
Oh, I should have brought that one down. It's not discontinued, is it?
What do we have?
I've got the.
Good Lord, what do we got here?
111mm. That's probably about half of them that I've got so far.
Well, you might as well show them, seeing as you're dangling them all in front of our face.
What's the
No,
one
but
with
then
the
you're
red?
going to want names, and I don't know the names.
What's the red one there? Can you show me that?
MB, I have the Cheese Master, but it's
The
way too-
red one.
Nah, not that one.
The big red one, the older one with the old-fashioned locking.
Hmm.
The old style locking.
That's not it either, but that's okay. It's the one with the black and red handle. But
You mean the pink camouflage?
oh, is it pink camouflage? Okay, yeah, it looks red in the light. There we go.
Yeah, I've not seen many of these. With the it's got the serrated main blade.
All right, turn it around. Now hold it that way. Now point the blade downward. But point the
That
blade
way?
down. No, point the blade downward. That would be down towards your
Down.
penis. Yes,
Down. What that like?
down.
Oh,
What is going on?
Hold the side up while pointing it downward. The other side of the knife, though.
Oh.
Yeah. No, my God, Mikey. Hold it to the side, and then
This
point
is-
the blade down.
This is not good TV, is it at all?
No, because you're screwing up the show, Mikey. All right, let's move on. It looks like a K. That's what I'm trying to show. It looks like a K, but you got to hold it the right direction. Yes, like that.
Oh yeah.
Is it K for
I
camo?
thought it might be for TK or something, but it was just K on its own.
It could
We
look like
spent
an
3
H.
minutes.
as
We
well.
spent 3 minutes on that because I should have just said that. Show me the K. Then I had to use the word penis instead. So we're just gonna move on from the 111 millimeters.
That's a
What do you
useful
got?
thing.
What do you got, Slippy?
What have I got? How about a buck? You want to see a buck?
That was sat. Venga.
I don't know what he's talking about, but okay.
So this is a Swiss buck. So I
Yeah.
think it was way back. Was it the 80s or late 80s, early 90s?
90s, early 90s, I think.
Yeah, Buck wanted to get into the European market, so they went to Wenger and had some Swiss Army knives made up with their logos on. And this is I've forgotten what I told you it was earlier, John. Globetrotter, I want to say.
What did you say?
I think it's a Globetrotter. You get the
You didn't get that earlier. You said something.
Trekker or something like that. I can't remember the exact.
That's it.
Yeah.
There you go.
But it pretty much is a Wenger just with like buck on the scales. But I really like these. I think they did a great. I love the sort of the groove mark on the scales. That's really cool. Got the pattern cap lifter, which does push in. I don't know if many of you know that pushes in on a Wenger and sort of locks in
It
place.
locks.
So you can't close it.
Yeah. When it pushes in, it just locks, doesn't it? So it's safe to use.
Then we get the nail file on the back. And the main attraction of these for me is the main blade is a clip point.
Awesome. It could almost be a buck.
And then you get so we have Wenger, Delamont, Switzerland stainless on the tang. I love this thing. I carry it a bit, but I don't want to lose it. So I kind of just sort of like use it around the house. And then on the back, you just get the all blade and you get the Phillips driver as well. But this is an awesome little thing. I'm trying to find some more of these. So now, have you got one of these, Mike? I'm sure you said you had something like this.
I've got the one that's got the pliers on.
The pliers.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the name of it is, but again, I don't carry it because it's brand new, never been used, and I don't want to lose it.
Yeah, that one is far from new. It's definitely been used and carried. There's some wear on the blade. It's not like Dan reprofiled it for me because it was just flat basically.
Thing is now they're becoming they're quite rare now, aren't they? So the prices of them have shot up.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like about it is the nail nick on the main blade is very shallow. I don't know if it's like that on yours.
It is, yeah.
It's really shallow.
Yeah. Really low stamped blade on it, yeah.
I don't understand why, because all the nail nicks on the rest of the tools are all quite large. It's just you can see how small it is there, hidden behind this.
I think
tool.
it's so it just shows in between the other two blades, so it doesn't go past them.
Yeah, I get that. That's my only gripe with it. Everything else about it is perfect. It's just wish it was a little bit. Didn't have to be longer, just a little bit deeper. Maybe would have been great.
Just
But it's like,
just deeper, yeah.
yeah, if I cut my nails, I can't get that out.
All
Are
right.
you back with us, John?
Yeah, I am. I better hurry up and show one while I've got the chance, right?
Yeah.
So this one's actually came from Slippy. This is the backpacker. You can see the shield's about worn off on this one. This one was stamped.
Hot stamped one, yeah.
Yeah. But all the more makes just, makes it more pocket worn, right?
I
Nothing
really
wrong.
enjoy the old. That's why I like the older ones, especially the one that someone's cherished and loved.
Yeah.
And
Now
even
this-
better if the person has been able to sharpen properly and the blade is
right.
absolutely battered.
Right.
Unlike a 91 Soldier.
Yeah, the blade is absolutely destroyed.
It's a toothpick. It's
Yeah.
based on a case toothpick blade on a 91 Soldier.
So, like we say about the main blades on this, just a little more body to them, right?
Yeah, a
So
bit more belly on
Got a
the
bit
main
more
blade.
belly on them.
yeah. So there's reasons to like the Vengers.
Is that still got a price tag on it?
This is my mini pearl.
Museum piece.
Yeah, I just put all my info on there.
If
See,
lost, please return to.
I
It even tells me I got it from Matt. It's a
I
Venger.
laughed at John for these. I think when we were on RJ's,
Mhm.
I'm gonna have to buy some because I cannot, for the life of me, remember the Vengers.
I am not labelling any of my knives, least of all my sacks.
Well,
Okay, we'll just leave that alone.
we won't put that comment.
Yeah. But we got the file on that one, so that's more like the traditional Venger. And then, of course, the opening layer again. But I like showing these because of the fact that that can opener is just vicious.
They are.
And you don't have that 90-degree stop, half stop, with the cap lifter on this one. So it just goes all the way like a cam tank.
Mhm.
And
it should sort of push in at the end when it's open as well.
yeah, this one doesn't though. So I don't know if that was like one of the things
It will do. It might just need to be like
maybe
Soaked in oil.
really
Yeah.
jammed into something good. All right. And the pull on that corkscrew is ridiculous. But yeah, that one really snaps in. And again, you get the little groove for the cutout on the all blade.
I think that's another thing I really prefer about Wenger is that cutout for the all blade, because on Victorinox, say you've got multiple back tools and you've got that hook in front of it, it can be quite difficult to get to.
Yeah, you do have to kind of maneuver your hand a little bit, don't you? Yep. So there are some positives to the Vengers. They're not all just inferior to Victorinox.
I think they're great. I really do.
All right, who's next?
What do you got, Mikey? What do you got?
So the third one from the new old stock is exactly the same as the first one, but instead of the scissors, it has a saw.
Oh, the camper.
Camper, sorry. Yeah.
So a brand spanking new in the box, never been used.
Hey, you want to hold up a newer one? You can show the audience the difference with the shields. Good way to show how that's different from the newer shields. There you go. See how it's just sort of rounded to the bottom. This one's got more of a point. Yeah. So yeah, they changed the shield shape a little bit.
Which one do you prefer?
I like the new one, I think, better.
I like the old one.
I like the old one because it's actually a shield shape, isn't it?
I guess. Combatants. You guys are combatants.
Combatants are.
I'm
Wouldn't mind
gonna,
an reputation.
I'm gonna come back at Mikey with an also economy climber, but this is economy stamped. So what I mean by economy stamped is on the back of the tang.
Oh yeah, there you go. So that was
Says
made
John.
for 3 years, right? 79 to
3
81.
years, 77 to 80, I believe it was.
Okay.
They were good years.
This is one I picked up off Dan, and it's absolutely immaculate. Obviously, it's had use, as you can see the hot stamp shield starting to wear off. But
Used but not abused.
Right.
Exactly that. It's like what I was saying. The person that owned it have used it, but they could sharpen because the blade isn't destroyed. Pen blades all still mostly there as well. And then you get the saw, which is really mean on these.
Got the flat end there.
Yep.
Nice.
And then-
You want to show how that rests on there?
Yeah. So you got a little flat bit on the end here, and it rests nicely on in this middle channel. You can see there's a little bit kick up by here.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's just it's like a great. I know it's not much of an invention, but when it closes down, that flat part of the saw rests on it to stop you blunting any of the teeth.
Yeah.
I just thought that was great thinking from them. I know, small
that's
thing,
clever.
but enough for it to actually matter.
Yeah, it
And
makes a
then-
difference.
See, the blade is used, but there's so much more that you have to go. You get the 4-line tang stamp on there as well.
Okay. Awesome stuff.
Have you found with some of the older ones that the little screwdrivers don't fit in the corkscrews?
Yes.
They're just a different angle on the twist.
And you'll notice as well, if I've got one here that's a newer one. Right. I don't know if it'd be easy to tell. That's not a good example. That's an old one as well.
Have you tried one of the smaller screwdrivers on a Wenger? Does that work on those?
It works on some, but not on all.
Oh, okay.
Okay, it's very slight. I don't know if you'll be able to see it on the camera. So here is a new corkscrew width. And here is the old corkscrew width. It's very, very hard to tell, but it's slightly smaller.
The old or the new? I think that
The new is smaller, isn't it?
new is smaller.
No, the old is smaller.
The old is smaller. Right.
Yeah. So
Alright.
this is a normal corkscrew, and it
I found them, to be fair, I found the corkscrews on these in the past not to be the best. Because they're quite small, if you've got a cheap cork, it just drills a hole, and then when you pull it out, just bits of cork fly out.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because they're not wide enough to
They're not
grab
wide enough, no.
onto
No.
the cork. Which I would only really use mine to untie knots, as it was people have said, like in the
They're great for
in the
knots.
chat we
Yeah.
talked about earlier. They're perfect for knots.
Yeah.
Even that, if you haven't got any sort of nail cleaner or file, you can even use
can
it to clean
use
your
the
nails
tip.
or things like that.
Yeah.
It's great for all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I'm a big fan of the economy line. I think I might have them all. I think
How many are we talking?
there's about 5 or 6 models with the economy stamped on there.
Right.
Don't quote me on it because I need to
And
check.
and were these Etsy purchases or was it our friend Mr. Bladebridge?
Blade Bridge for sure, right?
Yeah, 100%.
All right, so I do have a Victorinox model to show today. This is the Rover.
The Rover's a
Yeah.
really cool little one, especially that one you have there.
I don't have a Rover. Discontinued?
And if you're a fan of Andrew Dice Clay, do a YouTube search for Rover Andrew Dice Clay. And you'll hear some funny stuff. But the Rover has that multi-tool, but with the flat tip on it, right?
I've never seen that. I've never seen that tool with a flat blade.
Yes, sir.
Now, I will say, while John's holding that up, there is
Hmm.
one for sale on the UK Etsy, but you have to be a psychopath to buy it.
Go
What
on.
is it? What are they?
Go
asking?
on.
It's £63.
63 pounds.
I'm not paying that. I'll wait till Dan gets one. Not paying that.
Yeah, don't pay that. But you get the unique blade on that. And then what is the rest? I've gotten forgotten.
It's got a little warning on it, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's got the little warning trach on it, right? There's your file.
Randy, funny you should say that. I actually take all the old ones off, Dan, that are not really resellable. I've got lots.
And there we go. There's the Drake blade.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Now, I've got a Warney blade on something, but I can't remember what it's on.
It'll be on a mini champ.
Yes.
Four line
Yeah.
tank stamp there.
Yeah. And as a comparison, that John's got there. I also have a Rover here, but mine is one without the Warncliffe blade. I just have the pen blade.
Oh, there you go.
So there is variation.
Yeah, there's a variations on that.
So you've got the flat bladed screwdriver, but a pen blade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is
So I believe the Warncliffe blade or the Drake blade was done for a pharmaceutical convention. I believe I was reading. I think that was only done for that. I could be completely wrong.
Well,
Wrong.
there are a lot of
could be rare.
a lot of the versions of it with that, but they did also offer that wasn't like, part of the circle of medical knives that they would do. So you do rarely find it like in their traditional packaging.
And yes, then the mini champ has a little Warncliffe on it. Mikey, have you got your mini champ to hand by any chance?
I don't believe I have, because it's not a discontinued model, is it? No.
John, is yours there?
The mini champ? Sure, I got it
Yeah.
right here.
Can you show Zen the little Warncliffe on it? I believe it's
Sure.
in the middle by the orange peeler.
It's a different orange peeler than the one you showed. There you go.
Yeah, awesome little blade there.
Yeah, I really like. They advertise it as like a was it like a letter opener? I think they advertise it as, but it's a cool little Warncliffe.
Yeah, the only reason I ever called it Drake is because the packaging.
Yeah, it says
Right.
Drake blade.
Rover with Drake. I never would have known otherwise.
$91mm 6-layer, seems to be
There you go.
6874. Has a Rima Phillips on the back.
2 blades, fish scaler. So
I'm going to go with Handyman, old Handyman, because I know the older one has the fish scaler on it and the new one doesn't. Send me an Instagram message, Pocket EDC, and we'll have a sort of chat about it and see what we can work out. But I'm pretty sure it's an older Handyman. Have 3 Rovers, all of them with pharmaceutical version, Pepsid. So Bugger McGee's got 3 of those, John, with
Right.
like a
The
scale
Pepsid one's
icon.
really, yeah, the
he
Pepsid
doesn't
one's
need 3 of them, does he?
pretty common one. The Pepsid, yeah.
I have a vid from last Tuesday. Pick it up. Roger that. I will check that out. Pocket EDC. I'm trying to keep up with these comments. They're going so quick.
Yeah. Trying to get this knife put away, but missing it. And I couldn't get my screen to focus again.
All right, Mikey, what do you got?
Hey, Ginger Fisher. Welcome to the show. Have a nice day. Good to see you in here, buddy. Dwayne Letterman, how you doing? Pocket EDC.
Alox. Wenger, I believe.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Overshield.
It's got the bail arm missing, I believe. I think it had a little bail arm on it originally.
Is that why there's the hole there? Okay.
That's what the holes
Yeah.
are for, yeah.
Very hard to get any kind of lanyard for it, though. So I'm going to probably try and see if Dan can find me like a bail arm.
Even if you might find you might have like an older destroyed one and is somewhere you might already have.
He
have
might
a
have.
bail.
He's got a box of bits, hasn't he?
Yeah.
So
Now, those do have the year tang, right? You want to show that? If you can
the
get that.
year
So on the back of the blade, back of the main blade, it should have
Back of the
year
main
on.
blade, yeah. Had the year on it.
This, I believe, was one of the 90s ones, one of the later ones. I'm not sure that it has got a date on it.
Oh, okay. Maybe.
Not all of them did,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I think this was like the last run of them.
Okay.
It's in really good nick, other than the bail arm. And if I'm not mistaken, yeah, it has. On the back of the all, it's got a name and a number etched on it. So this was issued to a soldier.
Oh, it was like,
Wow.
yeah, they did it themselves. I got you.
Yeah, yeah. Really finely.
Cool. That's kind of a nice little touch, really.
Bit of history there.
Yeah.
It's not. It's definitely not a British Army number. So
Hard to say
it's
what
going
that
to
would
be.
be.
It's going to be a foreign army somewhere.
Welcome, Addicted to Blades 2. And Booger McGee, B Shady. Thank you for coming in.
Okay.
All right,
John,
let's see what you got next, buddy.
I have a question before we carry on.
Sure.
Do you want to do one of them things?
Let's do one of them things.
Randy, UK rules, please.
Actually, gotta go run and grab the prize. Let me
Okay, that's fine.
step away for a second.
If you are from the UK, please can you put it in the chat just so the US guys can know to proxy for you. Bale mounted in the hollow end rivet was never included. Ah, that's why it's not included then, Judd. Okay, so as we're doing discontinued Swiss Army knives, my prize for the UK this week is going to be a Victorinox Tourist. That basically is an 84mm Spartan. So you get the standard opening layer. You get the main blade. And this one's in really good shape. It's pretty much new old stock, I would say. You get pen blade on there. And then on the back, you have the corkscrew and the punch on there too. That's what the UK are paying for. Victorinox Tourist. And it honestly, I was showing it to John before we went live. The scales are practically immaculate. The blade looks like it's never been used. Still has the factory edge on it. So it's not entirely sure of the age. I've not really looked it up. I've not taken the scales off to look. So I didn't want to take it apart, but this is what you're going to win, the Tourist.
Awesome.
Okay, so I actually have a pen and paper this week, so I actually write my own number down. But the range, Randy, is going to be...
Wait till he puts the start up.
Once you put the start up. The range is going to be 300 to 400. And we will give it another 10 seconds. We're doing a quick fire giveaway. 9, 8, 7, 6.
Not only can you count, but you can count backwards.
4, 3.
Jesse's
12,
so impressed.
87, 2.
Do the math.
1. Stop, please, Randy.
I'm guessing Sean's going to win this because that's what Sean does.
He wins every week.
Okay.
That's because we like Sean.
The winning number 317.
Oh, it's down the low end. I can see a 316 there.
317, huh? Okay.
See a 315.
So we have...
We've got a 315 for MB.
316's closer.
We've got a 316 for MB.
So it is, looks like Stacy for NB.
So Mr. Free Stuff won some free stuff. Whoa. Congratulations. Are you in the room? Yes, he is. He just thanked Dwayne. So there you go. Good job, Stacy.
MB, please can you DM me on Discord your new address, because I know it's changed since I last sent you something and I don't want to mess it up. Please and thank you.
Now
Is that because he's on the run?
I expect you to do a review of this knife, Mr. MB, as a token of appreciation.
He's in France, though, isn't he?
No,
Oh,
he's
is he?
home now.
Is he back? Okay. So that'll give you some content. And congratulations, sir. You deserve it. You've been in here a bunch and haven't won, I don't think, very often. So that's pretty
And
good.
knife content as well. He's
I
turning
don't
into
think-
a knife guy.
Yeah.
I don't think he's
Double
won
up.
yet.
Hasn't?
But yeah, no, not on our show. No. MB, yeah, just DM me your address on Discord just so I've got the most up to date version, and I'll get it sent out to you either tomorrow. If not, it'll be like early this week.
All right. Throw up the U.S. rules, Randy. Let's get through this, bud. This is what we're going to be winning today. It is a Glow Series knife. What is it? It's the Sod Buster.
A sod buster.
Sword Buster.
Very
Glow
nice.
Series Sword Buster.
Very nice.
So it does glow in the dark. If that was something you were wondering. Let's see if I can get it to illuminate a little bit. You guys can check that out.
Yeah, I've got the I've got one of the I think it's the
Whoa.
sow. They do a sow
That's a
belly that
ball.
glows.
Yeah, I have a sod belly. That, yeah.
Yeah,
know if
so
I can-
the glow is pretty good.
Yeah, I'm not getting it because it's just a little too light in here, but you can kind of make out that it is kind of glowing a little bit. But yeah, works really good. This is a little bit smaller than like a case sod buster, and it's got a liner lock on it. So pretty cool little design. Very, very easy to carry.
Dog's mad at something.
Buster, getting mad about it. It's like, you're giving that away? Yep, I am. All right, so my range is 600. I'll go ahead and put the start up. 600 to 700. 600 to 700 is the range. And go. Make it quick, folks. We're not going to spend a lot of time on the numbers. So if you're in here, get your number in right straight away. So let me go ahead and show this while we're waiting. How about this fella here?
Oh, let me tell you about golf first.
So this is what they call the Golf Pro. And another Wenger design. Kind of one of my favorites thus far that I've gotten.
Yeah, I really like that model. It's just because of the uniqueness of the tools on it.
Yeah. So this is a tool for tightening your spikes. I'm betting it'd probably work on like soccer spikes too.
Yeah,
Same kind of
I'd
design.
imagine so.
Yeah. And so it's got that. Some unique tools on it. Really kind of a unique like a cap lifter. And also
Stroke
like
spade blade.
yeah, I'm not even
It's a
exactly
weird
sure what all
last
this thing.
sentence.
Do you have any idea what all this is supposed to do? Because I don't really even remember other than the cap.
There's a flathead screwdriver on
well,
there.
yeah, obviously.
I think it's a can over the can opener and cap lifter in one. It's the same as the combo tool from Vic.
Okay, so it's sort of the combi blade for
Yeah.
Wenger. All right. And then there's your repair tool for your divots. For those that golf, know what that is. Just kind of dig into the grass and repair those divots after you chunk them like I do on the fairway, if you're in the fairway or out of the rough like I'm generally at. Because I'm a horrible golfer. But there you go. Just those 3 blades. Nothing on the back. Oh, yeah, there is. Sorry. Yeah, you do have the... I've forgotten what that is for.
It's the club to clean the grooves.
Oh, yes. This is for the club. You clean out the grooves and your irons with this.
Sam the
So-
Silencer, if you get a number in between 600 and 700, you can still make the giveaway if you're quick.
Yeah, make it quick. All right, let's give it 10 more seconds. So there was your Golf Pro from Wenger. Sorry about the horrible description of the tools there. I'd forgotten. It's been a while since I looked at it. Did I miss the giveaway? No, you have not. Get in
Chuck a
now.
stop up, Randy.
600 to 700. 666 is his guess.
We've had
All right,
666, I think.
Yep. Throw a stop up, bud. Here's our number. Are we ready?
$676.
676.
Okay.
Where's the numbers? Where's the numbers? Let's have a look.
Collecting with Stan got 675.
Stan. All right.
$678. That too far?
That's too
The
far.
wrong way?
5
Yep.
is one way. Yep.
73.
72.
Yeah, I think it's going to be at 675.
73.
Yeah, I'm going to go with it, Stan.
Anybody have any opposition to that? Let us know if you see something we don't. 675 for Stan.
Yeah, James Alton is saying
Stan the man.
675.
Okay, so we're going to go with that. James has confirmed. So you have won the Glow Sodbuster, Stan. Make sure you email me your address because I'm pretty sure I do not have that. You want to throw up the email address there, Randy? And we'll snap it into the vid. Put it on the screen. There we go. There we go. Thank you, sir. There's the email address, Stan. So just email me there and send me your mailing address, and I'll send that out on Monday. Well, congrats, guys. Awesome giveaway. Glad y'all got in on that. 2 great
Fantastic.
winners. 2 winners. I think 2 new winners this week. That doesn't
Two
happen
new
very
winners,
often.
yeah.
Sorry, Sean.
All right, Mr. Mikey, you got another one to show? Got another maybe
I
another
have
another
a
111
Wenger.
millimeter? Oh, you got a Wenger.
a Wenger with a locking blade.
Oh yeah.
So it's got quite a big lock.
I never really understood the lock on those.
I know that because when you hold the knife, it's a terrible hot spot.
It's in the way. Yeah.
It digs straight in.
You
It's
got to
quite
bring your
an odd
hand,
place.
bring your hand forward, and then put your other finger behind it.
What, like,
Now, all further forward.
Or further forward.
Further
Now,
forward,
There you
further
go.
forward. There we go.
There's not a hot spot there, is there? Oh,
no, it's very slicey. I'm glad I didn't sharpen that one.
Yeah,
What-
it is a little awkward. Yeah.
It's got the locking blade. Opposite, it's got the nail file.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a corkscrew on the back with the little cutout like yours for the very,
Oh,
very slim. Oh, very, very slim. Very pointy. We've got the Savage can opener.
Yeah.
And we've got the flat bladed screwdriver and cap lifter. And we've also got a saw.
That's been used quite a bit, it looks like.
I've used it a little bit, maybe.
Okay.
But
Got a
yeah,
little patina on there.
yeah, it has got a little bit of tinnitus. It is one that I carry sometimes because it's quite a nice size, really, because it's not too long. at
Now
all.
that was repeated by Victorinox, right, in their Delamont line, correct?
Yes.
It was indeed, yeah.
Do we know the model of that?
It's also got the internal tools as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
there you go.
So we've got
And
the
they're
toothpicks.
intact. Yeah, they're intact.
It's
We've got
either
the
just
two-
called the Evo 14 or the Evo S14 or the Evo Grip 14 or the Evo
And we've
Grip
got-
S14.
The very strange little tweezers because of that little.
The little bend over on it. They're
Yeah.
a pain.
And
They
there's
are.
no plastic on it. It's completely still, and they fold in
Yeah.
on the internals.
So the scale tools, I've got to say, Victorinox rules the roost on that one. It's not even
I would
close.
say so. These are a little bit harder to get to as well.
Right. Yeah.
A little bit
Especially those
fishy.
toothpicks. If they're a bit stiff in there, they're impossible to get out. Would you just feel like you're going to rip the end off?
If they've never been taken out before, they really do stick in there because they've got like a jut in it.
Yeah.
Just there.
Little
So they
bump.
really do stick in there.
All right.
I just want to do a
Little bump.
quick shout out for Randy's new channel T-shirt because I think it's really funny.
He's gotten a T-shirt.
So it's
Okay. Oh yeah,
Wow.
the whales. That's funny. Yeah.
Has he actually had that T-shirt made up?
it's on his spring store. Yeah,
I'm going to order one. I'm going to order one, and I'm going to wear it, especially for like Tony.
Whales. Nice.
I'm on his spring store now.
There you
Randy, why are they $450?
Yeah. What are they really? Like $20 somewhere in there?
20, yeah, about that.
Okay.
While we're on the subject of merch, would you like to see something cool?
Are you gonna
Always.
spout off on your stuff?
I'm just gonna. Well, it's an S&T T-shirt. Do you want an S&T T-shirt?
Well, I know that's only one of like 9 items on there.
I'm not gonna spout them all off.
I'd
If
like
you
a
want-
sloppy and cloppy T-shirt.
You're not gonna have a sloppy and cloppy T-shirt, Mikey.
With just some big teeth on the front.
You can screw your sloppy and cloppy T-shirt. You know exactly where to put that.
No, we took Kloppy off the design for the T-shirt. We weren't
Yeah.
putting Kloppy on there.
So you can have an S&T T-shirt. I actually got a couple of
We're waiting for you.
of protos on the way.
All
you got
right,
the
yeah.
S&T
We need
logo.
to know what the quality is going to be before we
Exactly.
really push this
Which
stuff.
I've gone for like to just to see what the quality is like. But
Is
There's
it
an
a front and rear, or is it just the front
I went for front and rear, small front and then a larger on the rear.
and then a large rear?
And a large.
Because you like a
rear.
large
You
rear.
know what I could do is I could just do a large front on mine
just
so that
do a
people
large
have an
front.
option of going one way or the other.
Could they be ready for Sharp Show?
If you order on the spring store, you can have it in about 1 to 2 weeks.
There you
So
go.
we could all be wearing those for like Sharp Show.
Absolutely.
Oh, wows.
Wow. Like everybody's just rushing to the spring store right now on your website.
No, they're not. No one cares.
No one cares. No one cares.
Literally, no one cares.
No, but something somebody may care about, and this is an announcement I'm not even sure you want to make yet. Is there something going on? Is there something in the works with a particular customizer that you want to? Do you want to make note of that?
Should I tell them now, or should we
little bit of a reveal?
Magna
Okay.
Cut Bucks with S&T on.
No
No.
one cares about bucks. So
What?
they're going to be very limited. I think there's about 30 total. Dan at Bladebridge is making some custom Swiss Army knives up for me in my sort of style for Sharp Show. They're going to be for
What,
sale.
black and very, very dull.
They're definitely black, but no, it's better than that. They are black Kironite with exposed brass pins, and they're going to be available at Sharp Show, exclusive to Sharp Show. There's going to be, I think there's 30 of them. I will tease some pictures when there's some that are ready, but they are currently being made, and I'm not telling you what pattern.
Any
At all.
idea approximate price?
They're going to be about around the £40 to £45 mark because of the work that's going in for them. There's going to be engraved. My logo is going to be on them. Dan's logo is going to be on them. Kironite and the exposed pins, plus Dan's time to make them. So I think that's a pretty fair price for those. And all the money, none of it's coming to me. I told Dan I don't want any of it. All the proceeds are going for him for his hard work of the product.
Does a wooden nickel come with it?
Yes. There's many other bits and pieces that you will acquire with them.
So it'll be something similar to this,
Some of which will be
right?
very
Similar, right?
similar,
Very exclusive, like Slippy
Very-
DNA.
like Slippy DNA, very exclusive. But some of that merch will be available only at Sharp Show, and some will be sort of deposited around the community as we go. But that's as far as I'm willing to go into it.
Can you imagine him cloned?
An army of Slippies.
Army of them. Barely deal with the one. That'll be fantastic, though. I'm looking forward to that.
That sounds
But
pretty cool.
Are you doing anything else? Or is it just going to be the Slippy knives?
No, that has to be decided because I need to talk to you about it.
Oh, well, first I'm hearing of it. All right, well, we'll discuss.
Well, the Sharp, I can't have Dan do too much at once. It's a
Well,
lot for him to make
Yeah,
39.
that is a lot.
Work him.
Yeah.
Make him work.
You look at this guy.
It's
That
not
man
like
does
he's got-
nothing all day.
not like
Nothing. He can't even send a coin out.
He's only got
He-
3 fingers.
He doesn't have twins or anything. Good
No, I know.
Lord.
Booger McGee has said, how do I get one in the US? There's going to be an S&T exclusive. That'll be your best shot.
Yeah. So maybe skip the
there's-
Slippy one and wait for the S&T.
If there's any of the Slippy ones left when I'm at Sharp Show, either I will put them up on Discord to go, or they'll be on Dan's
End of
website.
Sharp Show. There's still 40 left.
I don't care if there's 40 left.
Okay,
but
you're removed. You're gone. That was the last comment.
But gone as well. But if you want some exclusive stuff, it's going to be available.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. So have you decided on kind of what the pattern was going to be?
I'm not telling.
Okay, so that'll be a surprise. Okay. But we know Kieranite, and they'll be like the pinned ones. And the
Yeah.
pinned ones are really cool because
Like
The
this.
you know.
exposed pins look
yeah,
really
there we
good.
go.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
look
do
at
look good.
They look good, but even better handles than what you're seeing there.
And they're going to be 84 millimeter as well.
84. Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
I like an 84. All right. Well, that gives you a little bit of an idea of what the pattern might be then.
It
Little bit
might
of it.
not be an actual pattern.
Oh, a completely custom build. Something fresh.
Are they all going to be exactly the same, or would there be a couple of differences? Or
I believe the patterns are going to be all the same.
Mhm.
There may be handle material variations.
right?
Oh, okay. So not all black Kieranite.
Not all black.
Okay. Might be a blue in there or red.
There could be,
Is there one coming my way?
of course.
All right. Well, there's another $30-$40 I got to go find.
No. There's no charge.
Oh, okay. I get the Slippy special.
You get the Slippy special deal from behind.
Well, it sounded horrible, didn't it? I never even thought about
The reach around sack.
that.
Reach around to your sack.
Oh my God. We're so canceled. All right. Yeah, that's gonna be a cool offering. So yeah, buy some merch. Help us out, guys. I mean, who doesn't want a Slippy t-shirt, by the way? I'm gonna buy one.
I'm 100% going to cut the sleeves off it when it arrives.
So like if I get a TK one, you're gonna do the same, cut the sleeves off and wear it too, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Because I already have the design ready.
Mikey sells egg merch. I'll buy some egg merch.
Egg merch. Spatulas.
Spatulas.
Little egg boxes.
I've already got the slogan for Mikey's shirt. It'll be like, "You're a good egg, Mikey."
You're a good egg.
Yeah.
Baldy's blades. A good egg.
Uh-huh.
A good egg.
All right. What did
Till we got cancelled.
I recently
Listen,
got
got
a
a-
sack that says Officer Swiss.
Officer
How
Swiss.
does,
You
tell
tell
its
its age. Yeah, it's
does it
good.
have
Good.
anything else on there apart from Officer Swiss? Because the ones that just say Officer Swiss are the newer.
Yeah,
the
they're
newer
newer
ones.
ones. Yeah. 2011 and newer. Yeah.
Yeah, but you can take the scales off and there will be a little circle with like numbers going around, like 11, 12, 13, 14, whatever it might be. And there'll be an arrow pointing to whatever year it is. So you might have an arrow pointing at 12 for 2012, for example.
Conspiracies flying through here. Sam.
Sam's saying he's very important.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Oh, strange that.
Yeah, so
We've all
yeah, look for a
important.
TK shirt coming soon too. Pretty much the same thing. I think I'm going to throw mine on spring as well. just makes it easiest for everybody to get hold of it that would want one.
Yeah.
Surely
Go ahead. I
It
was going to
makes
say we
sense.
don't make. I mean, very, very, very squat.
Oh no,
Like-
mine. I've put the. They are just going to get it all out there. What we're talking about anyway. So they give you an option to choose your
Mhm.
price, and then you
Right.
can make a percentage of it. My
Yeah.
price is set to the lowest physically possible because I don't want any money for it. I want you guys to buy
Right.
stuff that you'll like. Maybe you might want to wear. I don't know. If you'd like it, you'd cool. If you don't, but
Right.
I didn't want to make any money from
Yeah,
that.
and
so I
I'll be
want
doing
that.
the same thing, just setting it as low as it possibly can. I don't care about the money for it. I just want you guys to be able to enjoy the shirt if you want one.
unlike
That's it.
Randy, who maxed out.
Yeah, $5,000 for a t-shirt.
$450.
So what's the best way to buy vintage sacks? Well, that entirely depends where you are. If you're in the US, eBay, any of those places like that, great. You can go to pawn shops or you can go to like flea markets.
Hmm.
The UK is very limited. You've got Etsy, which will fleece the hell out of you.
Yeah.
Or you can try and buy stuff through Dan at Blade Bridge. He does some great deals on stuff. Etsy, you can find the odd deal every now and then. So I have picked up a few things off Etsy. I haven't shown this one yet. I will just show it anyway. This
Okay.
is a Wenger Commander in the Snipe line. I believe this is the Amazon one.
Yeah.
I picked this up for £20, I think it was on Etsy. That's quite a good price considering it's pretty much new old stock. It's not really got any use on it at all. So Etsy in the UK can be good, but Mikey's even found some good deals on Facebook, I believe, Mikey, haven't you?
No, there's nothing on like Facebook. Please don't go there and look for sacks.
Though there is then, because he's lying.
I will say about eBay in the US is that there's so many of them that you're going to have sellers that just kind of throw them up there and don't really know what they have. They're not collectors. They're not informed in terms of what prices may or may not fetch. So you might find some good deals on there. And
there is a very, very good seller over in France called Mark's Knives, I think it's called.
Mm-hmm.
And he specializes in Victorinox and Wengers, and he has literally everything, but you will pay for it.
Right. Yeah, so that's just kind of depends. Are they one of the types of people that are collectors selling them again, at the prices that maybe they fetch, and then others that are,
I have no clue what they have.
more of a just a standard baseline price. But
Toad, what kind of Wenger are you looking for? Anything in particular?
now Frank has an idea for me. Look at that, a TK hat.
That's in the works. Available soon.
Is it really? I knew nothing of this. All right, I'm learning all kinds of things, folks. So this is a very informative show, not just for you, but for me. I'm glad we had this conversation. Good question, Frank.
Well, it looks like I'm going to be buying lots of merch. I'm going to have 15 t-shirts, 6 hats, and a hoodie.
If we just get a skin cap, can we wear that?
Can we get
egg hats.
Can we get a Baldy's Blades toupee?
That's what I want. I'm buying
syrup.
that. I'm buying that.
A wiggy. Could you imagine me with hair now? It just wouldn't suit me, would it?
Yeah, it would.
No.
Well, you find that at Sharp Show.
Well, I've got some dead hamsters. I could sew you up something here.
Marvelous. That's all I need is some
Little,
Texas hamsters just running down my face.
Mr. Willie McLaughlin said, "Can we get some chrome dome caps?"
Yeah, that sounds fantastic. Yeah, but yeah, we're trying to go big time here. We're going merch. We're getting commercial, aren't we? We're getting a little commercial, aren't we?
You parasellats.
It's not all about that. This is for people to buy, but I will have separate merch at Sharp Show that's going to be free. It'll just be stuff that if you want some stuff.
Oh yeah,
I've got socks and pants and stuff.
Some really cool stuff.
Socks and pants, underwear.
Yeah.
G-strings, mankinis,
mankinis,
nipple pasties, the whole works.
Nipple tassels.
Yeah.
We'll get some underwear that says Sean doesn't wear these.
John, can you make a T-shirt like this, please?
TK shirt should have hamsters on it, dying, trying to keep the internet going. All right, we can do that.
Hamster t-shirt.
I'm gonna get the internet fixed. I've had just about enough of I can take of it. My son's threatened to kill me several times. He's he's a massive gaming guy. He wants to have the best of everything with the latencies and the weapons firing perfectly. And so, with this internet, he's got no shot. He's dying all the time, worse than the hamsters. So yeah, it's in the works. It's expensive to change and takes time and patience. What else we got? We got any more knives you want to show, buddy?
I've got a few more.
All right, we've got a few minutes left.
Okay, let's look at. This is quite a rare one. This is a Victorinox. This is an 84mm. It's only a one layer, and it was a Radio Shack exclusive.
Oh yeah, I like that one.
So you get the main blade.
Mm-hmm.
No keyring, but you do get the scale tools. On the back, you get the Phillips driver. And it's called the 84mm electrician.
Oh yeah,
so
that's awesome.
Electrician's blade on there.
Love that little blade.
And this was probably the most expensive Swiss Army knife I've bought.
Right. So that makes sense for Radio Shack to offer that because they're supposed to be kind of into electronics and things and repair. They sold all kinds of
love the fact that they didn't go crazy with it. They just made a nice, simple, basically a Bantam with a Warncliffe blade on it.
Yeah,
I love how they...
I want to tell you this though. What years was that out? Do you have any idea?
Oh, this is like late 90s.
Yeah, because I made many visits in the late 90s to Radio Shack, and I never recall them having a Victorinox knife there. Not that was something I was looking for necessarily, but
I will double check.
It's kind of not saying it wasn't. It was definitely there. It's just I don't think it was all that prominent. So.
Oh no, I mean the date. I know they were there. They did a black scaled version as well, which had Radio Shack on it.
Yeah, right.
This is where are we?
Addicted. Good to see you in here, bud.
So this is the V is larger.
Yeah, that would have been
86 to 92.
And 86, 92, yeah. So yeah, that makes sense. But I was all up in the Radio Shack during those years, and I just never remember seeing a
unless they might not have sold them. Maybe they were just given out to employees.
I don't know. It's
maybe
seems like something they would sell. Really, honestly,
don't know.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, but it's a really cool one, and it's not one I'm ever going to carry because I paid a lot for it, and it's honestly it's not been used. It's mint condition.
Right.
We have this is the Lumberjack. This is the one I sent back to Victorinox. I had the spar treatment.
Oh, right.
Now I did put the original scales back on it, and I did sort of polish them up and clean them up a little bit myself. Mm-hmm. See, it did have the hot pressed shield on there, but you can see it is long gone.
Right. Yeah.
And it does have, they do have cracks on the scales. This side's got a crack. And you can see it up here, just about here. Yeah. But they did send it back with the regular scales, so the same as these. But I sent it away with these scales. So I want it to be as original as possible. But the Lumberjack then it's an 84mm. You get a main blade. And you get the combo tool. And you also get the saw blade on there. And they discontinued these. I want to say they discontinued the Walker in 2015, which was exactly the same as this, but it had scale tools. And then once that was discontinued, they changed this to be the, have you seen the My First Victorinox, which has the rounded blade, which is exactly this model, just with the more rounded tip.
Right.
So you can still technically get a lumberjack if you're willing to have the child's blade on it.
Just have them swap it out, could you not?
Yeah, you could, yeah. But they did a fantastic job with this. If you've not seen my video, check it out because they made it immaculate. They sent back the bits they couldn't reuse, but it is spotless in there.
Yeah, it's great the work they do. It's a lot like
Yeah.
Buck. They'll just take care of you.
Yeah,
man.
it cost me £9.98. So what's that, like $12 to
Yeah.
have?
That's a bargain. That's an
And
absolute bargain.
That's not including the postage I sent it, but when they sent it back to me, I didn't pay any postage for that. So it was $9.98, and I think I paid because I got it tracked, I think I paid £7 postage, so less than 20 to have a knife go all the way back to Switzerland, refurbished and sent back to me.
Yeah.
Which I think is a hell of
That's
a
good.
deal.
There's a question from Andrew. Can you want to take that one? Egg?
Yeah,
Mikey?
I'm pretty sure there's a few of them around. I can see 2 right now.
Very nice. All right. Well, that's probably going to wrap it up our show for the day. You got any final thoughts, Mr.
Yes,
Mr.
I
Newman?
want.
What?
Sorry, Mikey. Before we do that, I just want to bring this
what's
back
that?
up for people
Got the red bone?
no, not the red bone. I'm obviously not prepared. For people that may have missed it earlier in the show.
Oh, yes.
But
Next week.
Mikey, what are your final thoughts?
My final thoughts are I need to start collecting a few more sacks. I thought I was done with sacks, but there's a lot more models out there than I thought there was, to be fair.
There's so many. I have actually created you can make like lists on your phone. I've created
How many discontinued sack models are there?
No. I've done every sack model. I've listed them all, and I've put ticks to ones I have and ones I haven't got.
Nerd springs to mind.
Send me the list. I need the
So-
list now.
Okay, that's fine. I'll send that. Well, it's not just one list. There's a 58mm, a 74mm, 80
Send them.
and
all the
84 narrow frame, 91, and then
You don't
92.
anything above 91 you don't have to send, but everything 91 and below
Okay.
send.
Okay.
Yeah. Because
Well,
that's
I've
nerdy.
ticking them off as I was going. But
Super nerd.
I am a super nerd. I'm a super sack nerd, all right? I want to say, though, before we go offline, hello, Eggman.
Hello.
From next week, anyone that wasn't in at the start, the Slippy and Thrifty show will be going on at 12
Yes.
noon,
12 noon
For-
next week.
12 noon, or 6 p.m. in the UK. And this is only because RJ has said he's not going to be doing a live every week. He's going on a hiatus for the time. And the reason we did it before that was so we wouldn't step on RJ's toes. So as he's not doing one every sort of week, we're going to go and go for the 6 p.m. and 12 noon slot. So we can sort of hope that some of RJ's people can come in if they're going to miss out on a live. Maybe they can watch ours instead.
Yeah.
And it's Thomas, 6 p.m. is a much better time, I feel, for the UK audience, as they'll be pretty much
Much
done
better
with
for us. Yeah.
the Sunday activities. I know MB does a lot of stuff with his kids in the afternoon and stuff, so maybe
Right.
you'll be able to catch a later show. But yeah, that's what it's going to be from now on. So starting next week, 6 p.m., 12 noon.
Right. And it just makes it a little easier for some of us that go to church to get home and have time to tune in. So
And,
just probably a little better
the
for everybody.
The RAF issued is on mine. I've got regular models and I've got a separate list of special models.
Okay, guys. Well, that's it for this week. Appreciate you guys coming in. Thank you, Randy, for moderating, and Amba Lamps, if he was in here. I think he was for a moment. And thank you for Mikey for coming on,
Thank you.
and had a lot of fun showing our discontinued models. Probably could do a second show. Honestly, we've got a lot more I could show, but look forward to next week. You're still going to be available, right, Slippy? Yeah. Okay. And then the following week, I think, is the one you have to work, right?
No, I've got a few more weeks yet.
Oh, okay. Good. All right. So for Slippy and for Baldy, I am Thrifty. Thank you for tuning in to the Slippy and Thrifty show. We'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Appreciate you all. Thank you very much.